wants to make memories, and someone on campus has the best costume. Live from the new media studio here at beautiful Valley High School, this is Falcon Flash. Good morning, students and staff. Today is Wednesday. It's Halloween. It's October 31st. For today's patriotic observance, as we prepare for Election Day, which is just a week away, or under a week away now, many of our students are not yet old enough to vote, but it is still important to realize that voting is a civil right provided to our citizens by law. It is not a right that naturally comes along with being a citizen, however, and sometimes needs to be fought for in our republic. For the next few days, we're going to look at the evolution of voting rights in the United States. And the first federal change in voting rights, since where we left off yesterday, was not a popular one. Following the 13th Amendment that abolished slavery and the 14th Amendment that allowed former slaves to become American citizens, the 15th Amendment mandated that U.S. citizens could no longer be denied the right to vote based on race, color, or previous condition of servitude. Technically, this should have guaranteed African American men the ability to vote. But in most southern states, these new laws were mostly a formality. Other discriminatory laws like poll taxes, literacy tests, and violent intimidation all had completely suppressed black participation in elections until the 1960s. That's 100 years later. The women's suffrage movement began alongside that of poor whites and African American men, but it took decades longer to achieve. Instead of a sweeping national mandate like the 15th Amendment, voting rights for women spread slowly across the nation from west to east, as settlers populated the frontier and penned new laws that were more inclusive of women. There were many more attempts throughout the 1800s and early 1900s to amend the Constitution to include universal women's suffrage, and over the years, the 19th Amendment, which is completely identical to the 15th, except that it includes women, was brought to the Senate many times to no avail. It finally moved forward in 1918, but didn't officially pass until August 18th of 1920, when the Tennessee legislature narrowly approved it, nearly 2 years later. Tomorrow, we're going to move forward into the 20th century to learn more about voting rights and civil rights guarantees. All right, today's picture of the day was submitted by Dr. Galicia, who spent a day yesterday with some of our students in Los Angeles, touring Homeboy Industries, dining at the Homegirl Cafe, and exploring Olvera Street before returning to our local Project Kinship facility. I had a great time out there, and it's really good to get off campus and learn some new things. So congratulations to all the guys who got to go on that trip. And now here's Gabby with today's Falcon Flash. Gabby?
Thank you, and good morning, Falcons. Today is the spookiest day of the year. Ms. Gibbs has placed some call slips in teachers' mailboxes for distribution at this time. These are for our sophomores who are attending Friday's field trip to Cal State Long Beach. Valley's annual Halloween costume contest is today at lunch. Who will have the scariest costume? Who will be the most creative? What about the funniest costume? Prizes go to the best costumes in 3 categories. Join the fun at lunch in Valley Alley today. The Gender and Sexuality Alliance, also known as the GSA, meets today at lunch in room 4-2. Help us make plans for Transgender Day of Remembrance, which is coming up soon. Tomorrow night, we invite you to bring your family and friends to our annual Valley de los Muertos event in front of the auditorium. Food, music, crafts, remembrance, celebration. Don't miss it. Congratulations to sophomore Kimberly for having one of her poems published in Teen Ink magazine online. Teen Ink is written and published by teenagers. Check it out. You might be published too. On deck, we have Salas with senior updates.
Hey seniors, today's the last day to get your grad night ticket for the introductory price of just $140. Starting tomorrow, the price goes up to $150 until the end of 2018. Tomorrow, Johnston's will be back at the table outside of ASB, room 8-5 with graduation gear. Let's talk about Camelot. We have received a generous donation from a Valley staff member that allows for the next 50 tickets to Camelot to be offered for just $5 off of the regular price. The staff member believes in memories we make in high school and wants to encourage everyone to participate in this special event. On behalf of the senior class, I'd like to thank this person to their $250 donation. On a related note, if we don't take advantage of this great offer and purchase the Camelot tickets by next Tuesday, we will be forced to open our senior event to the whole Valley student body. Come on, seniors, let's get this on our own. Back to Gabby for sports.
Let's go first to our guest for a special announcement.
Hi, come and support the girls and boys basketball programs this Friday at the late night hoops starting at 7.
We will be introducing the boys and girls varsity basketball team.
Bring your family, so like your dads, your moms, your brothers and sisters.
And your primas. We'll have food and games and prizes.
Some of the prizes will be Nike shoes, basketballs, backpacks, wristbands, and more.
Performances by dance, band, and there will be a live DJ.
And remember, Falcons, it's going to be $5. See you there.
Come support.
Thank you.
Please.
That sounds like a great idea. Everybody should participate. Congratulations to the girls cross country team who competed at league finals yesterday. The varsity girls finished in 3rd place overall, so they will go on to compete at CIF next Friday. Congratulations, girls. Senior Yareli Nava came in 1st place in the race and is your Orange League cross country champion and league MVP. Great job, girls, and good luck next Friday at CIF. And congratulations to the boys cross country team who yesterday did a complete sweep of the Orange League finals. The boys Frosh soft team tied with Catella to earn co-champion titles. The boys JV team finished in 1st place overall to earn a league champion title. And in the boys varsity race, Jose Magana took 1st place to become the new Orange League cross country champion and league MVP. He was followed by Arthur Bravo, Francisco Valdez, Eddie Torreblanca, Sebastian Nava, Pablo Santana, and Jonathan Dominguez. And the boys cross country team brought the league championship back to Valley. Great job, Falcons, and good luck next week at CIF. Here's Grumpy with news for you.
Well, I might be grumpy, but I have some good news for you, class of 2019. Are you interested in learning about the career technical degrees and certificates offered at Santa Ana College? SAC will be hosting a CTE Pathway Information Session Fair next Thursday, November 8th, on their campus. Valley has 25 spots on the bus. Permission slips are available with me beginning today at break. This is a first-come, first-serve field trip, so if you are serious about going, you need to get your paperwork turned in ASAP. Sophomores who have turned in permission slips for the Long Beach State Loyola Marymount field trip, be on the lookout today in your Period 2 class for a reminder slip and waitlist notification. We will meet this Friday, November 2nd at 7:45 a.m. in front of the auditorium. Colleges will be coming to Valley High School next week, starting Monday, November 5th with UC San Diego and Tuesday, November 6th with Grand Canyon University. We will then host Cal State Dominguez Hills on November 13th and Concordia University Irvine on November 15th. You can sign up early with me to get a front-of-the-line pass. The 8-3 computer lab will be open today at lunch and after school until 4:30 for college and financial aid application assistance, as well as for seniors who would like to sign up for the SAT, ACT, or SAT subject exams and need a fee waiver. The deadline to apply to the Cal States and UCs is only 30 days away. You can begin submitting your UC apps on November 1st, but having someone take a look at your work prior to submitting is always a good idea. Also, if you have a 2.0 or higher, more than likely you have met the requirement to apply to the Cal States. So, what are you waiting for? You've already taken the SAT, and the application is very straightforward and can be finished in less time than you spend binge watching, or trick-or-treating. Come on by and get some help.
And that's it for today's Falcon Flash. And remember,
Falcon